So this lovely fellow right here is Roald Dahl, the author I've chosen for my project. Now, as I open up my project presentation, I'm going to give you a little bit of biographical background information on him. I'm not going to go through his whole biography, just the stuff that I feel is most important as I piggyback off of this into the review for the book of his that I chose. I'll reveal it later, but our friend Roald Dahl was born September 13th, 1916 in Llanelwedd, South Wales. He lost his father at 4 years of age. And in terms of school and education and stuff, he started off at Llanelwedd Cathedral. Apparently the principal didn't like him too much because he ended up getting in hot water for joking in class, and his mom didn't take too kindly to that, so Roald's mom transferred him to St. Peter's British boarding school. And sometime after that, he was transferred to a private school called Repton. After he graduated from Repton, his mom gave him options for college, and then he's like, "Nah, Mom, I don't want to go. I want to travel the world. I'm an adventure boy. Let me go travel the world." So he did that. He went to a lot of different countries, and believe it or not, he was also a World War II veteran, so we owe this fellow our respects. Specifically, he was a pilot, and his time in the war was over after some freak accident of a plane crash. He miraculously survived and then took on a writing career. Started off writing short stories until he married actress Patricia Neal in 1953 and had 5 kids with her. He told bedtime stories to those 5 kids each night, which inspired his career as a children's author, and thus the many literary classics like the BFG and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach, and Matilda and the Witches, and so on and so forth. One of his 5 children, Olivia, died of measles in 1962, and so he dedicated one of his books, which I've chosen for my review, the BFG. He dedicated that book to her. There's actually a quote I found on a page. I'm going to pull it up for you and read part of it. Actually, there were 2 books dedicated to Olivia, James and the Giant Peach and the BFG, but I'm only going to read you the BFG part because that's a book I'm going to be reviewing in the next video part. So, the BFG, dedicated to her memory after she had died from measles. You will see how her name at the beginning of each of these books, I inserted the how in there for no reason, pardon me. And I know how happy she would be if only she could know that her death had helped save a good deal of illness and death among other children. Remembering what I've read from the BFG as a kid, I see some symbolism from this quote and in the story. I'll get into that later as I review the story. So, again, stay tuned.